Hey everyone, Temporal here, and for this session we are reviewing a bat player in a diamond level scrim. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that definitely helps me keep doing more of this, etc. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, and through there you can see what my rates look like, you can participate in the community, you can see if there's promos going on, all sorts of cool stuff. So let's see what we've got. So to start with, because this is a scrim, we get to be a little stricter on team structure. This is reasonable. You guys are running a hard brawl comp. You guys are thinking you can abuse this stupid forward May wall, which I'll live with. And then we've got something pretty brawl heavy from the other team as well. They've just maintained a little bit more poke. They've maintained the McCree where you've got the May. That's going to lead you guys to favor the closer range fight. They also have more sustain than you do with the Ana versus the BAP. Again, you guys are going to lean heavier into the brawl where your lamp can do more work, etc., because she will out sustain you. Okay, so you guys really need to get some May value. You need to get your fast melee engages before they have any amount of time to soften you up with poke. But you are overall both brawl teams. So let's take a look. Nope, we're on BAP, not May. I don't really like that peak because I don't think you know their whole team yet, and it's possible they were doing a 5 of them walk out, and then there's a late peak with a Widow that just eliminates one of you, and that would be bad because then they can switch effortlessly, come out, you don't have a res, all that good stuff. You're doing more reload stuff than you need here. You've already missed left click shots that you could take because you've reloaded twice. And I get it. You want to have all of your shots to heal people, etc. But by doing these reloads, you're missing left click opportunities that you'd have to chip down the Zarya a little, to chip down the McCree, etc. Just because they're better than you at poke doesn't mean that you shouldn't be hitting poke when you have opportunities, etc., so that you fall less far behind in the inevitable amount that, hey, there is some poke that's going to happen. Nope. You didn't need to do this yet. Yeah, you're just in a rhythm of shooting these right clicks, and I think maybe one of those 3 right clicks did healing. Maybe. Okay, they have the May McCree, you have the May Reaper. Okay. Yeah, you should just roll this over. Where are you going to put your lamp? Are you going to use a lamp? You should use a lamp. Everyone's critical. You should put a lamp right to your left in the corner.
Get in here.
So that's not fantastic lamp placement. Oh, well, you used the ice wall. That's a little better than I thought, actually. That's fine. I'm not going to complain about that at all. And you then hit your shift. Push up to save your Zarya. Yep. Immediately get cover. And I believe you lost someone there. You did. You lost your Lucio. Talk about the right... Or no, is your Lucio going to taxi someone else that you lost? No, you lost your Lucio who's coming back. Talk about the right person to lose. Okay. Unfortunate. You guys, so I know you have the May wall, you're thinking, oh, this is where we have to take it, etc. You actually did want to pull back, and the reason I'm commenting on something the May did rather than this player is because this is a scrim, which means this is an organized team, so I'm going to be a little stricter on, hey, you and the team need to be aware of, this is a, hey, we're down 1, they have the faster spawns, we do potentially need to surrender some space, and then push back in, etc. We might not surrender all the way out here, because then they can May wall split us, and we don't like that, but we can surrender some space rather than try to hard hold this choke, etc. Like, I don't want to hard hold this choke. Yes, I get that you want it for the May, and that's okay with me, but A, I'd like to make sure that there's not a Widow first, because they can swap to Widow whenever, they just give a bolt charge to do so, and B, we can't take this fight yet. So I didn't really like us being back up here. I wanted us to surrender some space, and then reclaim the space once we can actually enforce it with 6. And now you're down to May, which is unfortunate, because she will not be back in time. You can't enforce this at all. Like, you can't enforce this at all.
Burst activated.
You're gonna have to lamp immediately.
Get in there.
Okay.
Let them out.
Nope. You're too far behind on this fight. It won't work. Okay, so when you lost the Lucio, you needed to retreat back sort of to the back half of the first point and then push back up once your Lucio got there. Once you lost the Mei, you needed to recognize that it was effectively over, and you did unfortunately need to back up into second, have your Lucio taxi to go get her back again, and then push into them, etc. You just don't have a chance unless you were going, hey, we're playing to get a specific ult, we're going to kite poke at them, etc., because our ults are going to come online first because we won the first fight, and we're going to win this with, our shatter, our grab, etc., because we have it before they have any ults online. If you had a specific plan to go, even though we're 5, we're going to poke them for just a little bit, get an ult, and then we're going to ult them before they have anything, that could have been a thing. But those were your 2 options, and you didn't affirmatively plan for either of those.
Objective lost.
Just take 1 second here.
Stop the payload.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, back to our BAP. Just take this choke. This choke is brutal. Don't push past this choke. Well, we did take down their Mei. Okay, you can push past the choke. Lamp, fine, yep. Too far forward. You followed up with the shift, which is correct because the lamp was too far forward. Keep your Zarya up. Okay. There's no reason for you guys to go down there. That's unfortunate. It is. Yeah, the lamp was just too far forward. Again, you actually want your lamp on corners like this because it makes it hard for them to go around. And I'm not sure if you get that yet. You had the one lamp that you used your ice wall as the corner, so maybe you do. But you want your lamp on corners because your team can just brawl the bejesus out right here. And they're totally safe because these guys can't really swing wide enough to get the lamp. They have to come in deep to get the lamp, etc. Okay, let's go back here to there.
That's a good turn.
Yeah, go down.
When they say it sound cool.
Hey there. Hello.
Get in here.
Okay. Get out. Get out. You can try to help them get out. It's fine. Oh, unfortunate.
Got you good as new.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Take your high grounds. Take your high grounds. Take your high grounds. Take your high grounds. There wasn't an exo boot to play up from here? Really? Really? You might have then said, no, it's not good enough and continued forward and kept walking because you needed to help up here, etc. But I'm surprised that you didn't go up here. Fap is not having fun, it's true. Good job.
You all look like you needed some healing.
It's a one-person shift that you didn't need. You guys had communication issue there of whether you were going in, how your Rhine was getting out, etc. You're going to let them come in a tiny bit and then window, right? And you're going to be in a place where you do not get caught in the same grab that your Reinhardt does, right? Reinhardt, buddy. This is still perfectly playable. This was perfectly playable. Ugh. I mean, it wasn't great. The cart was perfectly playable. Play the cart. It's okay. No, why are we giving them the space for free? No.
Fully
Okay, if your team is going to give them this space for free, though, it lets you take better positioning up here, which is lovely. You can go, oh, hey, look at this thing I can do. You've got cover available. You can just duck and back up. You end up in this place where you can heal your team, and it's very small crosshair adjustments to go from healing your team, shoot at the other team, heal your team, shooting your other team. So you get to weave your damage between your heals without it really costing you anything because it's such small crosshair adjustments. This is the type of positioning you want. You just couldn't do it while your team was playing up here. So please take that positioning now. Please. Unless you're going to round this corner for this window, like the instant that this wall goes down, you could drop a window and just roll them. Could have. So I appreciate that you're trying to use the corner. But you always had the ability to dodge this high noon, whereas your Zarya didn't. So this needed to be over here, while you just closed the angle on the McCree. You don't need to be... I guess you're doing it so that you can stay out here to heal? I don't love that. And you already used lamp, so of course they're going to grab. Nice of them to also shatter. Oh, it was even your high noon. What am I talking about? Yeah, you just had no business using that lamp how you did. You can shift this, yep. And you're going to go join your Lucio on high ground, right? Right? Fine, you can play from here. Fine. Okay. That was good of him. Please take your high ground, please. Thank you. And you should be communicating to your team that you would like them to enforce this corner now. You don't want them to fall back to guard. You want them to enforce this corner. No! No! Why are you afraid of the high ground? Good shift. Okay, so now we're gonna get a good window for this next fight, right? You're gonna window in front of half your team, and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, they're backing out. You don't have to. Fine. You're looking for a window here. You are. They're backed out. That's fine. Let them. You don't need to do anything. You don't have the ability to go catch them, chase them. You both have Lucios. That's fine. You're just going to accept that they've lost 30 seconds by you getting that Anno in. Yeah, but I'm not accepting of that. Like, I understand, yes, there's less projectile travel time on his heal when he does that, and I understand that that's a thing. I'm just not accepting of it as a good enough reason. Because it seriously does cut into his effectiveness for being able to pivot between doing damage and healing. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Keep your Zarya up. Okay. So, like, this is neutralized by the Blizzard. I would have been okay with windowing here instead of grabbing here. I'm okay with going, hey, we grabbed, they did an ult, and now we're going to window to make sure we still win. But this window doesn't really help because, well, I mean, I know you're trying to window to, like, break this faster so that you can heal your team, but I just don't think it's good. You need to back out. Like, this, I do not like.
Fully healed.
Exactly. Basically, your Zarya hit her ult before you did, and if that was the plan, that's fine. But honestly, it's easier to find a value later fight grab than it is a value later fight window. I'd have probably preferred you leave the window.
Going up.
Okay. Why are you going for the crouch here? Jumping isn't going to help you. This was just a slide to the right or slide behind cart type thing when you were under pressure. Excuse me, to the left or under cart.
60 seconds remaining.
Okay, don't open the angle. You can play from here, but you can't really play from here for offensive shots right now. You need to stay on the healing side.
All better. Now.
But you can absolutely window here now that this is up, and it would be worth it. You can drop and window, I promise. You missed your window. You had a window to make that approach really hard for them. When they were here, and they were in this situation of, hey, we want to keep pressing forward, we could back up, but it's going to take us a couple seconds to do so. You drop a window right here in front of your team, and they're caught in no man's land. It is going to be hard for them to get out before you do significant damage to them, and it's going to be really hard for them to push past your window. You had a great opportunity there.
How about a little Get in the immortality field.
No, you're obsessing too much on finishing that Reinhardt when you Zarya needs heals.
Light them up.
I mean, it's an okay window, but you're behind by so much now. Like, you have to use it because you can't afford to lose, but... Yeah. Okay, you guys probably ready up fast? No, you don't ready up super fast. Oh, do you guys not even have scrim codes? No, you have a scrim code. Good.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming.
Okay.
Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Should take a quick shot at the Yenna. That would be pretty good actually right now, but I'm okay so far. Okay, there's a wall in my way. No problem, because I should have been up here anyways, but what do I know? Why is this lamp here rather than here? It protects Reinhardt just as good from here. Good, I like that you're trying to pressure the Yenna. Slide. Lead the projectiles, no dice. like this. Okay, you're going for a longer rotation. I do like that with where your cooldowns are. I hope you guys are communicating that you're sorry for bind. I'm okay if you shift here after that fire strike. You didn't. That's even better.
Enemies here.
You should drop, and you should window for the push-in. Yes. Yes, that is correct.
Let them up. Regen up.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so that might be the end of that. Blizzard did say it was doing shenanigan stuff here, so we'll see if it reconnects, but if not, such is life. That last push was looking okay. I'd have actually preferred that your team didn't all push so far ahead of your window. Your window was in the right place. That was just a coordination of, hey, your team doesn't understand what they need to do. Yes, your Reinhardt needs to be on point applying pressure. He needs to at least have his toe on the point, but you guys, even with your less poke than them, can happily mostly stand behind your window and just go, you guys have to occupy point. We're going to put a little bit of pressure on it, and there's no cover for you available on point, especially from that direction. So that's what we've got. Anyway, it looks like it's not coming back. The biggest thing for you, BAP, is going to be understanding, it is going to be your high ground stuff. You want to be up on that high ground, do that exo boot stuff, get up to the high ground. It gives you small little crosshair adjustments to be able to hit heal, pivot, heal, pivot, heal, pivot. And your second biggest thing is going to be the windows. That last window we saw was much better, but your team didn't understand how to use it. So you need to work with your team to make sure your team understands it a bit better. But the real thing is going to be the most of the rest of your windows were, oh, well, I have to window here because there's nothing left to do. Or, oh, I'm windowing to break an ice wall when I'm getting blizzarded. Or, oh, we're windowing here. Like, your windows are going to need work. So you really need to spend some time working on your ults, going, I want to ult pretty early into a fight. I want to ult after they've rounded the corner and made a little advancement past the corner, but not so much so that they're on top of the window, etc. So it's finding that sweet spot. I showed you on King's Row 3rd where a good window would have been, what the good timing would have been. That last window was also good, so you have a couple examples of what a good window can look like there. You know, the enemy team is committed. It's going to be hard for them to get out, but they're not already on top of you, hard, full brawling, etc., etc. You can still get good windows when they're on top of you, hard, full brawling, etc., etc. But when you're looking for those optimal windows, like, hey, this is how we're going to use our window to win a fight, that's what you're looking to do. You could have hit one at the beginning of 3rd, a couple times that you didn't hit a good one, lots of stuff like that. So think about the high ground. Think about that for 5, 10, 15 games. Keep working on it, etc. Understand the value of your high ground there. And then once you've internalized taking that high ground when it makes sense, then start working on your windows. And work on your windows for 15 games, 10 games, whatever. Mentally be thinking about it every couple games. Look back and go, have I been doing better windows? Does this look better, etc.? And pick one thing, improve on one thing at a time like that. Anyway, hope that helped. Do I have any questions other than why is Overwatch being lame? Doesn't look like I do. Sorry this one got cut short. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, please do like and subscribe. Or if you're looking to get coaching yourself, you can join my Discord in the description below, see what my rates look like, participate in the community, help have some influence over what I make next video-wise, all that good stuff. Thanks, guys. Temporal out.